Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy and Tarot. My name is Kirsten, and I have your January 2021 reading for you, all laid out. Happy New Year! I hope you had a great Christmas. If you're listening to this in January, if you're listening to this right now, hope you have an upcoming great Christmas and a wonderful New Year's. I'm doing these early. I am going to be using the Enchanted Tarot deck today and some Lavera Sibilla, and clarifying advice cards will be the Pictorial Tarot, Pictorial Key Tarot. Okay, so your theme card that fell out during the shuffle was the Seven of Swords, Virgo. And that's clarified by Viaggio. So this is a card of cleverness and cunningness, thinking outside of the box, being intriguing, and one step ahead of everyone else. It can represent taking shortcuts or having to change your tactics. It can also represent deceitfulness, shady dealings, or actions going on behind another's back. Either you're doing this to someone or they're doing this to you. It can represent air sign energy or someone who's duplicitous and untrustworthy. There's suspicion and wrongdoing in this card. You may be suspicious that something is going on, but don't know exactly what it is. You don't know, you suspect. It can also represent theft, holding back and evading the truth, or evading or avoiding getting caught. So, are you the one who's avoiding something or acting sneaky, or is this someone around you doing this? It could be both. I clarified the Seven of Swords and got Viaggio. So you could be dealing with an air sign energy. We've got air, Queen of Swords. Sorry, I can't see all the cards. Queen of Swords, Towers could represent Scorpio. We've got earth energy. We've got all the signs here, really. Water, earth, air, fire. Strong air here. And Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Mainly fixed sign energies, or there could be fixed attitudes involved. Okay, Viaggio represents, for me, positive change, going upward, moving up. You're moving on up to the east side. You're trying to move on up. That's the energy of this card. But perhaps with this Seven of Swords here, maybe this indicates there was a complicated past, an energy of the past like this that needs to change in order for things to get better, in order for you to go in a new and a better direction. Money wise, we're talking about out of the box ideas, being innovative in your projects, ideas, or investments. These things will bring you prosperity. At least you think so, right? It could be that you have a clever idea you want to run with. You think it's going to bring you prosperity. Love wise, there could be a positive change in a dynamic of a relationship, past, present, or future. But this happens as a result of changes. It could also represent having a change of heart because, you know, there's duplicity here. So it depends on the cards. It depends on who you are, what the dynamic is in your relationship. If it's very negative, this could represent having a change of heart and moving on from there. If it's positive dynamic in your relationship with whoever you're dealing with, this could represent, okay, now we can get past all this and move on. In regards to work, I feel you may need to travel or relocate in order to find new or better deals for yourself or opportunities for yourself to get promoted or to rise to the status that you are seeking. So maybe some of you Virgos are trying to get out of the work that you're doing and move on to something bigger and better, but you must be clever about this. This theme card is the basically the meat and potatoes of the reading, and the rest of the sectors just give it the flavors, give it the seasoning. So this, in a sense, was your reading, but we'll go into deeper detail as we go into each sector. Before we start that, can you please hit that like button? Let me know you like this reading already, and that you support my channel. Also, become a subscriber. If you've already subscribed, just make sure you're still subscribed. And while you're at that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post new readings. I appreciate it. Your comments, your comments are welcome, and they give me feedback, help me know that I'm reaching someone and my work is not in vain. If you'd like to support this channel, my channel does need your support. Please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber or donating. There are links to both in my description box below. All right, let's get into the reading. So we're looking at your money sector now. You got the Judgment card, and this is clarified or advised by the Knight of Pentacles. Judgment can talk about an upswing coming into your money life, into your money flow, right? And this might be the result of some sort of announcement or a legal judgment. Someone else's decision brings money your way. Great. It could also represent money or contracts coming your way. Wonderful. But before you get crazy and want to splurge with all this cash, this newfound cash, make sure you do your necessary research before making any purchases or investing in any get rich quick schemes that you might have, right? The Seven of Swords does tell me you may have a get rich quick scheme, or you may be dealing with shady energies and involved in some transactions or purchases, or there may be information held back, some stuff that you don't know about. So make sure you do all your research before you spend your money too quickly. Um, Money making decisions are big and have a big impact and can be costly. Also, be on the lookout for any overdue bills, licensing fees, or membership dues that need attention and need to be addressed before any fines are added, or you end up losing or getting dropped from your services. So you don't want that to happen. So that's your money reading. Your advice is the Knight of Pentacles. This is just kind of reinforcing what I already said. It's saying to be a good steward of your finances, Virgo. Take good care of what you've been given, and take care of what needs to be taken care of with your money. Be reliable, be uh, steadfast, and pay your bills. Right? I feel like there is money coming in. There's a chance to become ungrounded. Remain grounded. Stay focused. And if you're going to invest or gamble, then do so with moderation. Don't don't invest more than what you can afford to lose. It's saying specifically that any long shots or shortcuts aren't likely to pay off for you. It's the hard and steady path that will pay off for you in the long run. So stay on the right track, and stay grounded in your investing or spending habits. Now let's talk about your love life. If you're single, I'm just going to move these down so you can see everything. If you're single, you've got the Tower card and the Ace of Wands as this is your significator, and this is your advice card. Single's telling me that you may have some dreams or desires that end up getting shattered in the month of January. Um, Maybe you have some dealings with a Scorpio energy or fire sign energy, hopes that something would work out, but in the end, it falls apart. So that could be one scenario. Another scenario I'm seeing, along with this Ace of Wands, could be that, in order to have a new start, if you want a new start or to make a new start in love in general, or with a person from maybe the past or someone that you're talking to, if you want this new beginning, it's telling me, Virgo, that you need to face some uncomfortable revelations about yourself or about how someone sees you. And it may shock you to hear what you hear. There's some uncomfortable truths here. You're not going to like it. But what you hear, what you receive from this introspection, although painful, although it may hurt or harm your ego, it's a necessary truth that is being expressed. And if you accept it and handle it properly or with maturity, it can lead to new starts and new beginnings in your love life, um, or in restarting an old relationship, if that's what you're wanting. But before that can happen, again, you got to face some uncomfortable truths or revelations about yourself, hear some harsh words you may not really want to hear or face. There's avoidance in the Seven of Swords. Something that you have done or are doing, it can't be supported, and it's not going to support what it is you long for, who it is you long for, what it is you desire to have. So it needs to be torn down and rebuilt. So I think avoiding the truth is not going to help you, Virgo. You're going to have to be brave and face some uncomfortable truths. Hearing the truth is the only way to move forward and to advance. You may hear some shit you don't like that sounds critical, and this might tear down or hurt or harm your ego, humble you in some way. But in the end, it clears the air. It makes for a reset, either within yourself or within this relationship, so you can start over, start fresh. Feel like you need to hear or face the truth about maybe some your own conduct. Okay, I'm going to be straight with you about your conduct, about your actions, about your truthfulness, before you can move on and find what you're looking for, or someone can move on with you. All right, that's your love reading if you're single. Now let's look at your love reading if you're in a coupled relationship. You got the Queen of Swords here. So some of you may be dealing with air sign energy, um, or you have a partner who is very cool, very discerning, very smart. um, I think that there is good conversation between you. This looks like a really good relationship. A King of Swords and the Queen of Swords is well matched. Intellectually, there's good stimulation here, but maybe not enough emotional stimulation. Maybe conversation could sometimes feel critical. There's a lot of harsh energy in both of these cards in communication. Um, as a person, this could definitely be a person because it's clarified by another court card. This could represent someone who's having an effect on your relationship. It could be a friend or a mother-in-law. Someone's opinion or criticism can affect your relationship, and so you want to watch out for that. You may be trying to avoid this energy. Try to be open to their criticism, because I think they want to help you. They want to see you advance and move forward in this relationship. So try not to just hear what you don't want to hear and hear hear the truth, face the truth. Again, I feel like this relationship that you're in, whether it's a brand new one or one that's 50 years old, you're well matched in your energy. Intellectually, you stimulate each other, but emotionally and physically, there may be some distance. One of you is a stickler for the truth and for high standards and wants the other to live up to those standards. As an advice, I feel like this King of Swords is saying, Virgo, from your point of view, of what you can do to make this relationship better is try to show more of try to be more available and listen to what your partner is telling you, even if you don't like it. Number one, show them that courtesy, and that respect in your words and actions with your partner. Always be honest. Okay, don't lie. This energy really needs the truth all the time. If you want this relationship to continue to prosper and to advance, tell the truth. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying this is just the advice of the cards. To whoever needs it, receive it. Be kinder and more loving in your communication. Open up and talk about your past. I clarified again. I got this 5 of Cups reverse. There may be some things you guys need to talk about and get over and release, right? And because you're not emotional, neither one of you, this may be a challenge for you to do, right? And so I would say engaging a relationship therapist or counselor could really help. And if there have been harsh words that are shared between you in this month, um, like I said, being willing to listen to what's being said, to what someone is wanting you to do, so raise your standards, rather than taking it as criticism, take it constructively. It's time to rebuild and make your foundation stronger. They really want this and they really need this from you. So hear what they're saying and make whatever apologies are necessary. And this will go a long way towards keeping this relationship strong and advancing it forward. So that's your coupled reading. Now let's look at your work situation. What we got going on here. You got the 4 of Cups and the World is your advice card. 4 of Cups says you're not happy, you've lost interest, maybe you're bored or you're dissatisfied with something going on at your work, maybe the job that you're doing or the way things are being run or done. If you're out of work and looking for work, it could be that what's being offered to you, you're not happy with it. You want something more, you want something else, okay? Try not to close yourself off to opportunities. Make sure that you don't miss any opportunities. Having this attitude. Be appreciative for having work in this job market. It's difficult to even hold on to a job right now. So show appreciation to the universe for that. For get your attitude right. Number one, grass is not always greener on the other side. There's a lot of people who are who their unemployment, their unemployment benefits are expiring right now. So, be thankful for what you do have. Number one. But yeah, I know you have goals, you have dreams that you want to reach and you want to achieve. But find in your heart gratitude first. And that's a good starting point if you want things to improve in your work life. The World card, in addition to this, 4 of Cups is telling me that, this could signify the end of a particular job or career cycle for you. Maybe you're starting a new one. Maybe um, that's what needs to be considered. And if you've been in school or studying, getting your degrees, I feel like study time is over. This is a card of graduation, and it's time to get out there into that job market. If that's your story, if you're looking for work again, I feel like in January you're not likely to find the opportunities that you're looking for, but you might miss one by having a stank attitude. So look into everything and do your research. Okay. If you're on a job, I feel you're wanting to satisfy a goal, dream, or achieve something big. And maybe you feel like where you are, you're just not able to do that. There's dissatisfaction here. So you may be considering moving away from this place and on to something bigger and better. If you've already done that, then you could be experiencing dissatisfying results. I thought this was gonna work out. It's just a matter of, these are world events. Could be what's hindering your forward progress, and you got to give something time to balance out. Okay, number one. I think the advice of this card, the world is saying, Spirit wants you to let the world know, Virgo, that you're here. And wants you to let the world know what it is you can do. Don't settle for less than what you've dreamed of accomplishing, but at the same time, realize the situation and the world events, the situation that you're in, be grateful for what you have. Let it be a smooth transition, not an abrupt one. Don't shake up the foundation you already have. I feel in this case, don't leave your job in search of a new one at this time until you have a job in hand. Okay? Number one. I keep saying number one. But at the same time, don't allow yourself to be overlooked and shoved under the rug, at work. Put yourself out there in a bigger way. And if that means you need to expand, travel, market, globally, then do that. But be cautious in your investment, right? Now is not the time for big, huge steps. It's time for small steps. Don't jump the gun. Um, I think that when the time is right, it will all fall into place. And you'll be able to take everything that you've learned, everything that you've experienced and accumulated, resources, knowledge. You have more than enough than what's needed to successfully achieve what it is you want to achieve. And some way, I do feel like you're going to have to move on from this to something else in order to achieve it. I just feel like it needs to be a smooth, steady transition and not an abrupt one at this time because of world events with COVID and the unemployment that's going on. Right. So, and also, get rich quick schemes aren't likely to get you there any faster either. Avoid shortcuts, shady dealings, get rich quick schemes. Remember, slow and steady wins the race, Virgo, and it surely will. This night always reaches its destination. It may take a while, but it always reaches its destination, and you will get there. You will achieve your goals in time. So be patient and show gratitude for all the blessings you've received and all the all that you've been given and all that you still are being given. Um, Support that with gratitude, and the universe will open up a way for you when the time is right. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Virgo. I enjoyed bringing it to you. Please leave your comments. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. If you'd like to support Soulight Hypnotherapy and Tarot on YouTube, then please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber or donating. Links to both in the description box below. We'll see you soon, and happy January. Bye.